Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast. And someone asked me to do this, so I'm like, you know what, let's do it. My top 5 comic books that I own. And I will say there's some that I don't own that I would really love to have. Like, first appearance of Harley, first Batman, Spider Man, Superman, Fantastic Four. Yes, I did say Fantastic Four. X-Men. These right here would be epic to have. Will I ever get those? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Way out of my price range. But and I will say this as well. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy. So I try to get the those ones I really want in DC well before Marvel because again, I love Batman growing up. So there you go. So I'm going to show you. Actually, I said 5, but I'm going to throw a 6th one in because it's bonus. We're going to start off with the first book in the and I actually had this one hanging on my wall. Actually, is The Dark Knight Returns. It's the first print of the first one. Yeah, and I do still have it in there. So um, if you haven't actually read this, it's a great series. It's a 4-book series, and it's also on DVD. There's a Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2. Really good animated movies. Definitely recommend them. And this cover is just it's just iconic. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So that's kind of my 6th one. So there you go. And let's see. Let me see. Man, I'm gonna be honest. It's really tough to pick one from the next. But the next one may move up the list very soon because there's a animated movie coming out, and this one has also been on my wall, as you can see by the frame. It is The Killing Joke. The Killing Joke, and there's an animated movie that will be out in early August, late July if you want it on digital. And I love this. I really do. I'm actually surprised they're making a full movie out of just one book, but I can't wait. With Mark Hamill as the Joker, Kevin Conroy, then Conroy, Comic Con. Uh, he is playing Batman, and his voice is amazing as Batman. If you haven't seen some of his stuff as Batman in animated, you're missing out. It's amazing. Um, Luke Skywalker playing the Joker, the voice is phenomenal. If you play any of the Arkham games, you know what I'm talking about. Some of the animated series that he did as Joker is phenomenal. You must see it. So this right here is number 4, but it could be higher. It easily could be higher. Well, you know what? Technically, this is number 5 now that I'm looking at it because I remember I just had a 6th one to the list. Next. This right here is on here for a reason. It's not because of the book itself. It is, what is this? The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Signed by Stan the Man Lee. Met him last year at Heroes Con, and I sat there with. Next week we'll probably discuss this as well. Actually, maybe next week or the week after. Some of the stories I have from last year when I met Stan Lee, and I had him sign this blank cover. The reason is because it pops out. That signature just pops out right in the middle of that blank cover. It looks amazing to me, and I love it. And Stan Lee, he's 90 something odd years old, 93 or something, 94, 91, somewhere in that ballpark. And they say he's not going to be doing cons too much longer. And it makes me so sad. And also so thankful that I did get to meet him last year and did get an autograph. I actually got 2 autographs, as a matter of fact. And this one doesn't count on my list, but I also got one on this book as well. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And there he is right there. X-Men, Dark X-Men from Utopia, Variant Edition. Like I say, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but there's a signature right there. So, but that one doesn't count on the list. But, and again, this one right here easily could be higher. Easily. Because it's awesome. It is just awesome. Let me slide this back down here. Give me a second. Next, in my top 3, life gets really, really difficult for me. let me put these somewhere else. They're about to tip over. We can't have that. Okay, I'm going to go with Harley Quinn. This is Harley Quinn #1 from her, I think this is 1999 or 2000. I got this one at a comic book convention last year. It was only $12. No, excuse me. It was it $17, I think it was. Because I got 1 and 2 for like $25, $27 last year. It does have like a tiny little ding right here. But if you don't, if you don't like put the book at a real angle, you will never see that. And it's really good condition, really good copy, white pages in it. So, even though it's got that, like I say, that really slight little ding there, there's no way I could pass that up. So I've got that one. Next, I'm going to go with this one is really difficult because I got both of these two in the last month. And these are two that I've been really, really wanting. So I'm going to go with this one first. Oh, man, I love this cover. Batman Detective Comics number 880. I love this cover. It's just amazing. Like all this up here is bats flying around. So it basically makes the Joker's face with bats. And you can find this on so many different places. I see posters out there. I've seen what else? iPhone cover, cell phone covers. It's everywhere. I see magnets with it on it. And that right there, Jock. I can't think of his first name. Something Jock. He did this one, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I looked and looked and looked and looked and finally found it. And it literally took 4 or 5 Comic Cons conventions before I could find this one. And I saw it. I was like, yeah, I don't care. Just take my money. You just tell me the price after you take my money. That's not literally what happened, but it was close. And last, a very early appearance of Harley. It is Batman Mad Love. The Batman Adventures Mad Love. It's basically a one-shot, and the print run on it is pretty low as comparison to some other things. But, oh my gosh, this one right here, I absolutely love. I picked it up, was it last? Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago at Untamed Worlds here in Lynchburg, Virginia. So, and I got it at a really, really good price. It was probably about $25 or so less than I've seen it at shows. Like the last show, I saw a couple of them. I was going to ask if they would cut a little bit on them, but I bought the Detective Comics while I was there. Because actually, I knew that Chris had it here in Lynchburg, so I went ahead and waited on it. But I love this cover. It was one of those things that I've been wanting for a really, really long time. I like this. I don't know if you can see this. Her little cards right here have lots of little notes on here. What does it say? Die, Batman, die. Destroy all Batmans. Well, I thought there was only one. 3-ring circus of death. Fricassee Funhouse. It's hard to even say Fricassee Funhouse. Calamity Carnival. But this one right here is one, and I've said this before, this is one I would, if they were the same price, Harley's first appearance and this one, I would have taken this one because it actually gives a backstory. Her first appearance basically it's almost like she's just thrown in there and she's a character. It's almost like you should already know who she is. You should already know her background. It's just there she is. She just shows up. She's she's Joker's kind of girlfriend in it. There she is. When this came out, it gave her backstory as Dr. Harleen Quinzel. She was, what's her job? A therapist. And she's working in Arkham trying to learn about different psychopaths. And she starts talking to Joker. And they warned her ahead of time, be careful around them because they can get in your head. Joker got in her head. And there you go. Next thing you know, Dr. Harleen Quinzel appears. So there you go. That's kind of my top 5 plus 1. And yes, I did have a Marvel in there technically. But I'm going to start finding more Marvel as well because I do love Marvel. I love DC more, but Marvel just slightly less. So I'm going to be looking around for some hard to find Marvel as well. So, because I think I about got about covered in DC of what I really, really wanted. again, outside of the epics, like the first appearance of Batman, first appearance of Joker, things like that. As I guess if I had to pick one Marvel right off the bat, I would definitely want first Deadpool, which is jumped way up, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get that. First Deathstroke, I would like to get. There's so many more, so many more. And I was thinking that's affordable. Then I realized Deadpool is no longer affordable. Gambit, I might try to find that first appearance of Gambit before the movie comes out, if they ever do come out with a movie. But there's so many epic covers out there that I definitely want to get. Epic Comics. But that's all I got right now. That's kind of my top five. Check out my list, my video to enter my contest, my drive for 500 subscribers. I'm going to try to get the 500 by July 1st. That's the goal, July 1st. I'm going to have a video down, a link down below, so you can go to that video and you can find out how to enter. That's all I got right now, and you guys have an incredible day.